time because your girl is at work and, you know, I'm like, you know what, let me just pick my phone up and let me just give y'all this quick little story time because it just came over my head. But listen, y'all, before I even get into this story time, y'all already know it's always a lesson and something to learn in these story times, so pay attention. Anytime you feel like you want to go link with somebody that you know you never met or whatever, always have friends where you could drop your location. Always have somebody that you could send something to, because people is weird and y'all gonna understand why I say that. Always pay attention to your surroundings. Always pay attention to people that, you know, just want to, you know, talk to you or whatever, and you don't know them from a hole in the wall. Be very, very mindful, and I'm going to tell you why. Because your girl learned the lesson that I possibly could not have been here today to talk about. But thank God that I'm here. So I'm going to share my tea with you. So hopefully that, you know, somebody in the world will listen to me, you know what I'm saying, and just take my advice and understand that you don't have to rush to meet people. If you don't know them, you don't want to link or whatever, even if you just want to have a good time besides the sex, TMI. If you're not 18, you could get off this video. But like, you know, always get to know somebody before you go and meet them. Sorry, I'm at work. But, you know, and just always just be very, very careful, especially all these beautiful females out here. Be very mindful about the people that you talk to. Be very mindful about the company that you keep, because you never know who's looking. You never know, you know. But with all that rambling and stuff, you know, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into this video, right? So, boom, we're going to call this boy, we're going to give him Unknown. That's going to be his name, right? So, Unknown been hitting me up on Snapchat, Facebook for years, right? But I never entertained him because I was in a relationship, so I never, like, paid him any mind or whatever. So, you know, years came along or whatever, you know, and he finally hit me up, and I just finally started entertaining him. But he wasn't my type. It was just, like, me, I'm the type of person where I can have a vibe. Like, I could, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could be cool with somebody and it's not about sex. Like, I'm not going to give it up. I'm not one of them females who see you today and, you know, not saying that it can't happen, because it's all about a vibe thing, an energy, connection. We grown. So if things happen on the first night, it happened on the first night. It's just, you be grown about it. However, I'm just, like, he was just not my type. He was really the type to, like, you know, he gave me homeboy vibes. So, anywho, so we've been talking or whatever the case may be. And, you know, I never met this man, no way. I just been talking to him, you know, you know, social media. And this is why you need to be very mindful about people and weirdos. You know what I'm saying? You're going to understand why his name is Unknown Weirdo, all this other crazy shit, because anyways. So I finally gave in until one day, like, he hit me up on Snapchat or whatever. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm bored. Let me just hang out, whatever. So, boom. So he came, he met up with me or whatever. He came, he picked me up. So this is where I should have known red flag, right? Because as I'm texting him or whatever, and I'm like, okay, I'm walking to where I tell him to meet me at, and there's two cars parked there. They both the same color. So I'm just like, I'm texting him, and I'm like, one is tinted. Like, the one car is a silver car, and it is tinted. Like, every window in this car is tinted out. You understand me? Tinted. Mad dark. Like 50 shades of black tinted. I should have known, right? So I text him. I'm like, yo, where you at? Like, which car are you in? Because it's two silver cars. You feel me? Like, which one? So, mind you, I'm standing in front of this window, not even knowing if it's him or not. I'm standing there, y'all. Why he rolled the window down and I'm standing in front of his car? Like, his shit's so tinted out. He didn't even see me standing there. Anyways, so long story short, I get in the car or whatever. I had my homegirl come downstairs with me or whatever to make sure, like, you know, to see the car that I was getting in or whatever. This is why you have to have good friends, because my homegirl knew from the time I left the house to the time where shit went left. You get what I'm saying? Like, she was on the phone. So this is why I say I need to have y'all some real. Anyways, so now as we drive off or whatever. So the night was cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't feel no nerves or whatever like that. Like, it was alright, you know what I'm saying? Like, the first couple of hours or whatever, we linking. I mean, we was chilling and we was just driving around. So he like, yo, you know, just gonna make some moves or whatever. You know, we just chill, you know? So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I'm just sitting there, just being the passenger, just, you know. He had to go make some moves. That's none of my business to speak about, but he had to go make some moves or whatever, and I was just riding along. So everything started to like, this is where, I wouldn't say this is where things started to go left, but this is where shit started to be weird, because it's like, I could entertain you, but I still won't like you. Like, I could kiss you, but there wouldn't be feelings and stuff there. So, you know, just a little peck or whatever the case is. He asked for whatever, so I gave him a peck. Now, if you from Brooklyn, there's this spot in Flatbush called Linda's restaurant or some shit like that or whatever. So he was like, he had been out the night before and like he needed to get something to eat. Now me, I don't care, like I wasn't hungry, so you know, so he like he needed to get something to eat. So we pulled up to Linda's. He went and he got some food or whatever. I'm sitting in the car and I'm rolling up. If you don't know, like, I smoke, whatever. So I'm rolling up or whatever. He going there to get some food. He come back out. We smoking or whatever. Now, I don't know in what sense, what about to happen, but all I know is we in Flatbush or whatever. We driving or whatever. I'm smoking. I passed him the blunt. We smoking or whatever. I don't know if the weed. Okay, so this is what happened. I'm guessing he went out the night before and he was on Percocets and drinking and stuff like that. Now, me, I don't date nobody who do anything other than weed. I'm sorry, because I feel like you be with somebody who's onto another drug, you eventually gonna be addicted to something else. You get what I'm saying? So that I don't move in that. I don't judge whoever wanna do that. I won't support it. I'm not contributing. No, it's all right. You can have that. So I didn't know. This is why I say you need to pay attention and you need to know people before you just go and meet them, because baby, he was on a perk, so I'm guessing after I rolled up or whatever, we smoking, the blunt boosted up the perk from the night before. And it just started to make him mad paranoid. So now we coming out of Flatbush. I don't know if you like over there, but if you from like the 50s or places like that, like we driving and he just was like, oh, this person is looking at me. This person is following me. Like, put your seat back. Like, he wanted me to literally put my seat back. Like, I'm like, I don't see nobody there. Like, ain't nobody following us. Like, what is you talking about? So now he's being very combative. Like, if I say this, he's saying this, and I'm just like, all right, now I'm getting irritated because you think that people is looking at us, and it's just like, who is looking? Now, my thing is like, I don't have time for people to be all paranoid or whatever. Like, I don't have time for all of that. Like, I need you to, you know what I'm saying? Like, understand, baby. I need to be on my P's and Q's. I need to pay attention. And I'm seeing, like, we both in the car. Like, I'm not that high. Like, you high, I'm not that high. So I can see who following us. I can pay attention. Anyway, so he, like, just put your seat down. Just put your seat down. So now my seat is all the way down. Like, if I'm about to go to sleep, right? So now we leaving Flatbush. We driving out of Flatbush. He think this car is following him. We circling the blocks. Mind you, nobody's following him. And I'm just like, am I in, like, I don't even know what movie I'm in. I'm like, this can't be my reality. Like, this is why I don't entertain people now, because y'all niggas, I don't got time to be and know whatever you got going on, sir. Like, and then that's my fault, because I should have known you. I should have, you know what I mean? Like, I should have asked you if you did anything else before I even met you, but that's myself. Anyway, so now we leaving Flatbush. Now I'm allowed to pull my seat back up, y'all. I'm pulling my seat back up. And now he want to drive to the city. So now I'm kind of like skeptical, because I'm like, all right, this perk got you wailing out like paranoid. We not about to go to the city. So now we driving. As we driving, y'all, like, I don't know what world he is. Like, okay, he snaps back into reality and now he's fine. He's okay. Now we get to the city. We driving on the bridge. Everything is cute. Like, you know, we seen the bridge, the lights, everything in Manhattan. Like, you know, it's cute or whatever. Just driving. Y'all, let me tell you, this man pulled up to a parking garage in the city somewhere. All I remember seeing, because his windows is tinted, and all I remember seeing is a TD Bank on one side, the garage is where we in front of, and something else. So I'm just sitting there, and I'm just like, yeah, no, this is why you always got to make sure. So I'm texting my friend, like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like, it's starting to be weird. Like, he keep asking for a kiss, and I'm just like, at this point, I'm getting irritated. Like, I don't even want to give you a kiss no more. Like, peck. He wanted me to tongue kiss him, and I'm like, sir, ew, get the fuck. Carry on about your day, mister. Like, I won't never. Peck is all you going to get, especially if I'm not feeling you. Like, it was just like the vibe threw me off after your perk done activated like a damn superhero. Like, it was just giving a crackhead at this point. Like, mister, it's no way. Like, it's no way. But then again, I don't know what drugs do that to people. I don't know what it is. All I know is that's what my first impression was of him. And he was on this perk, y'all. So anyways, let me get back to the story. So now we parked up in this garage thing. So he keep talking about give him a hug, give him a kiss. And I'm just like, no, I'm all right. And then he's just like, now we going back and forth. Because he's just like, oh, but we've been driving around for mad long. Like, I should be comfortable with him. And I'm just like, no, like, I don't know what kind of females that you're used to dealing with. But me, I'm not about to give it up. Nor am I about to do anything that's going to make me uncomfortable. Like, I'm not about to tongue kiss you. If I give you a tap kiss, that should be it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You should be glad that I even responded to the message. You know what I'm saying? But that was it. So now, I'm like, all right. So he started getting angry and shit like that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not even about to go back and forth with him because nobody could see me from the inside out. And I could only see from the outside in because his windows, every window was tinted everywhere. Like, it was just... If anything, all I kept thinking about was, damn, my body was going to end up in this garage. Like, nobody's going to even see me get hit. And, like, you don't know. Like, it was just so many things running through my head. So I'm like, yo, when he going back and forth for me, I'm just quiet. And I'm like, yo, I need some air. Like, you know what I'm saying? So all I did was get out his car. And then I walked around his car. Mind you, we in a city somewhere, who knows? I walked around his car. All I remember, y'all, was walking to the corner and I just ran like Mr. I don't know if he was sleeping in because I know he was just like dozing off by the time, like, giving dope vibes. And I was just like, yeah, no. No. So moral of the story is, if you don't know somebody, don't even fall for these little cute little hit-ups of what it can be or whatever, because niggas is really crazy. And I'm just here to tell my story of, like, just be careful. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be stupid like me. It's like, yeah, you want to go have fun. Yeah, you want to live your best life or whatever, but you got to be smart, especially when you're a beautiful female out here in these streets. Like, you listen, if New York was licensed to carry, I'm pretty sure people will be licensed to carry legally, you know what I'm saying? But that's just to say, you know what I'm saying, just protect your space, your energy, and the people you keep around you, y'all. And let's don't be bringing no weirdos. But that's my story time for y'all. I'm about to get back to work, you know what I'm saying, before this doctor come in. And make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next story time.